Hi guys, in this video I want to show you how to overcome a situation where you are stuck in your essay when you're just beginning to write an essay and you're just stuck. You don't really know how to break it down into sections, into topics, into subtopics, and you don't know how to put together your thesis statement. So I'm going to show you how to overcome that situation. Now, you know that I always use the power of three. Not always, but when I'm not sure how to break down my essay topic into three subtopics or into subtopics, I use the power of three because I want three different sections. If I'm writing a 5-paragraph essay, then I want 3 body paragraphs, which means that I need 3 supporting ideas. Now, today's essay topic is, does living together before marriage produce better marriages? So let's say that I agree with the statement. So my step 1 is yes, I agree with that. That's my step 1. I have to make up my mind, yes or no. My answer is yes. Living together before marriage produces better marriages. There we go. And I just take a stand like this, and this is my first step. Now, my next step is to produce 3 supporting points. So how do I know that living together before marriage produces better marriages? Now, I thought about this topic a little bit, and I began to come up with my subsections, right? With my supporting points. The first one that I immediately came up with was that by living together first, people can find out if they are compatible. If they are compatible, and if they are not compatible, they can go their separate ways. Now, as soon as I wrote that, my second one, I'm just thinking here. My second one, my second point is if after living together it turns out that they are happy, then if they marry, the marriage is likely to last because there are no surprises anymore, right? So here we're talking about by living together first, people can find out if they're compatible, and we say, and if not, they can split apart, and they can decide, or they can decide not to marry. See, that's point 1. If it turns out that they're happy together, then if they marry, the marriage is likely to last. You see, that's a second point, and these are 2 very good distinct points. But now I need a third one. And quite frankly, right now I'm a little bit stuck. I'm really stuck because I don't know what my third point can be. To me it looks like by saying these 2 points, I already said everything. I mean, what else is there to say? You see? So instead of breaking it down this way, I already realized that I'm stuck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a different way to break this main point into sub-points, into supporting points. Here are my 3 supporting points as far as I know how to write essays about people, about human beings. Remember how I told you I taught in a separate video. I'm going to link to it right here. In this video, I taught how to write essays about human beings. Now, what are 3 aspects of human beings that are always there? Well, it's the physical, meaning the body. It is mental, meaning the mind. And it's emotional, meaning feelings. So now what I have here, now I can actually take one of my points here. By living together first, see, this is what I can do. By living together first, people can find out if they're compatible. Look at this. Okay, and by the way, I don't wanna do this. Let me just do another one. This is, yeah. By living together first, people can find out if they're compatible. Look, physically, you see what I'm doing? Mentally and emotionally. By living together first, people can find out if they're compatible physically, mentally, and emotionally. You see? And this already gives me three subsections. So I can put together the thesis statement like this. I can say, yes, indeed, living together before marriage produces better marriages. There we go. And now I say, by living together first, people can find out if they're compatible physically, mentally, and emotionally. Now, here's one other thing I can do. Now, what is one of the things that comes up a lot in marriages? Now, I'm taking this a step further, right? Because mentally and emotionally, I can say, okay, they can figure each other mentally, like where do they stand in terms of politics and literature and whatever it is. But I think that we can actually combine mentally and emotionally into psychology, because psychology is always about mental and emotional things. So why don't we do this? Physically, financially, let's say emotionally, and financially. Emotionally. This is, finances is another thing about a human being, actually. This is actually a very good point, that people are physical, they're emotional, they're mental, but they also have to deal with finances. But you see, and financially, because let's say if one of the spouses really knows how to earn and save money, but the other spouse only knows how to spend it, and and it's really irrational spending, the really crazy spending, or whatever one of them is earning, the other one is just spending. Okay, maybe it's not a good idea for them to get married. But or they could not be compatible physically, or they may not be compatible emotionally. They just can't stand each other after a while. They can find that out. But you see, now we have a much better thesis statement, and now we have three body sections: one about physical, one about emotional, and one about financial. Now, where did the financial came from? Where did it come from? It came from the concept of marriage, because marriage is not just about physicality and emotions. A lot of it is about finances. You see, this is why I created this. This is why I created this playlist over here. Now you definitely want to check out this playlist right here, and go for it and watch all the videos in it. If you are struggling, if you get stuck like this, or if you don't know how to start writing an essay, whether you're writing an essay for an exam or just for as an assignment, definitely start watching this playlist right here, because I created just for beginning essay writers just like you. Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, and I'll see you in the next video.